Cindy Baucom, Knee Deep in Bluegrass, presented by Low Vintage Instrument Company, visiting with one of my favorite bluegrass power couples. How do you like that?
That's fancy. That makes us sound very fancy.
We have Justin Moses and Sierra Hull. Justin, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, the last time that we sat down to talk music, we were having a big breakfast at the Dollywood Resort. A little more formal here.
I love it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a little more dressed up for the occasion, but I mean, I love me some Dolly Parton, so that was fun.
Oh, absolutely. Justin, the newest member of Bluegrass supergroup Blue Highway, how are you liking that gig so far?
It's going great. Those guys are just tremendous to work with, and I have a lot of fun with them.
And it's good that you can play every stringed instrument known to man because, well, and I know they call on you to switch about some, and the audience loves that.
Absolutely. You know, we hadn't got to much of that yet, but there definitely is the intention for us to do some twin fiddle stuff and twin mandolin stuff, and just mix it up and try some different things.
Well, you can do it all, and you're getting to do some fun things too. I know you've had an incredibly busy year, but talk about the First Ladies of Bluegrass and some of those shows that you gals have been doing.
Yeah, well, this IBMA, we've only done one other one, and tomorrow night here at IBMA is going to be the second one, and the only one that we know of thus far, but who knows, we'll maybe do some more in the future. But it's been such a blast. We played Rocky Grass back in July, and have been looking forward to being here and playing as part of Wide Open Bluegrass for months now, and it's just such a privilege to get to play with all those ladies. They're all so wonderful at what they do, and each person in the band is a band leader in their own right, so I think for all of us it's such a joy to get to kind of come together and be part of something rather than feeling like you're always kind of leading something, so just getting to be a fifth of something is really refreshing and nice.
For sure. Do you have any new recordings in the immediate future?
Well, I've tried to take some time off this fall, so my plan is to make another record by the end of the year, which I'm very excited about.
Oh yeah, we will look forward to that. And I like to talk about instruments because being married to a musician, I know instruments are like children, and you hold them, you love them, and I want to know if you have a favorite or a couple of favorites, maybe what you play most, and if you have something vintage, what is it that you really enjoy playing?
Well, if I had to pick out one or two, it would be probably my Shearhorn dobro that I play consistently on the road right now and in the studio and everything. I've had it for like a dozen years, and I really just enjoy playing that and the sound of it and everything. And I have a Deering banjo that means a lot to me. That's the one that I learned the most banjo on, and so I love the banjo that I play out a lot of times too. But those would be the two that come to mind.
Yeah. And yeah, those that you spend so much time with, you grow attached, just like your children.
I spent time with it on the porch, like day after day, and so yeah, it's just there's something about having that in your hands that's comforting, and it feels good.
But, it's like Lee Gibson told me, just because you get another child, it doesn't mean that you love the others any less. What about you? Talk about some instruments you're really enjoying playing at this time.
Well, of course, we have a mandolin in our possession right now that we've been playing a little bit, an old Gibson. That's been very, very fun. A Laura, first time I've had the chance to really spend that kind of time with one, and so that's been very fun. I also have an old Gibson from like the late 20s. That's a tenor guitar, and it's a 4-string and just so fun. So that's like one instrument that I played in a store, and perhaps for the first time ever played a chord on it and went, I have to have this. I'd never really had that happen where it was like, I have to have this. So I play that instrument when I'm home a lot. I just got a brand new electric baritone mandolin, which is kind of tuned like an octave with a high B string as well, so it's a 5-string. So I've been playing that a lot too. So those are sort of the fun ones outside of just my standard Gibson Master model that I've played for years, which is also a mandolin I love. So.
Very good. Well, it's always great to see you two, whether we're dressed up or whether we've just come from Dollywood and We're eating out of the chocolate fountain. Yeah, the old chocolate fountain. It was a favorite. We wanted to dive right in. We wanted to get
some of that right now.
We wanted to
Where's
get
that?
knee deep in chocolate, didn't we?
We need some knee deep in chocolate back here at IBMA.
I think we do. We
Next year.
do. Well, Justin Moses, Sierra Hall, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Cindy. Always so fun to talk with you.
It's always good to see you all. Justin Moses and Sierra Hall with me, knee deep in Bluegrass.